Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Fowler. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk with you about a subject that I come across a lot with the patients that we deal with and treat on a regular basis. And that subject is headaches. What are they? What causes them? Is there a solution to them, or are they just something that I have to live with? These are things that I face every day with patients because there's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to headaches. Headaches themselves can be caused by a number of different things in origin. And if you look at the cause of the problem, you're going to be able to find a solution. But if all you do is try to treat the symptoms of the headache, which is pain, head pain, you're going to usually come up short. The headache itself is a symptom. Symptoms are something we do not like, but they're much needed. A symptom is a sign that something is wrong with your body. That is actually the definition in Webster's dictionary. Symptoms are something that God gave us to allow us to know that there's actually a problem going on in our body and that we need to do something about it. If we didn't have pain in our hand when we stuck it in the oven to grab a hot plate, we wouldn't know that it's not good for our hand to be able to reach in there and grab that and burn our hand up. So pain can be very useful. Now at the same time, if every time I stuck my hand in a stove, I kept taking a whole bunch of medication that numbed up my hand where I couldn't feel it, but I could still reach in there and grab that plate, well, that wouldn't be that good for me. Well, it's the same principle behind taking over-the-counter medications or even prescription medications for that matter to basically numb up your headache. So many times have I come across patients that because of headaches they've had to take over-the-counter medications and they've increased their dosage, and now all of a sudden they're having stomach problems or kidney issues because of the fact that those things are detrimental to the body, or much less prescription medications that can knock you out, make you have to go lay down and you can't operate machinery or take care of your children or your family. And that's why headaches are such a problem. But we take a different approach to headaches. We actually look to try to determine if there's a cause of the headaches. There's many easy solutions to headaches, but a lot of times the majority of headaches we see are caused by what's known as a spinal subluxation. And what that is, it's an irritation to the nervous system that actually causes tension in the muscles around the neck, or it can cause pressure on the nerves that feed around the head. When it comes to tension in the neck, what that does is it causes these muscles to tighten up and they just kind of clench down, and that can decrease the amount of blood flow going to the brain. And as most of us know, a decreased amount of blood going to the brain causes a headache. Now, you can pop some pills and reduce that headache, but if the main problem was coming from a misaligned vertebrae, or what is known as a subluxation in your neck, what can happen is that you numb it up and you can't really feel it, but that tension's still there. And when we leave a health problem alone, guess what? It typically gets worse. And that's where the danger of headaches can occur, is that if we let them go over a period of time. I run into people all the time, they say, yeah, I used to just have headaches once every 3 or 4 months, and now they're every week, or some people every day, and I just can't imagine a life like that. But to give you an example of what we're talking about with a subluxation, this is a sample spine. The back here is the skull. This back part's these little bumps. That's the bumps you can feel on your back. And if we look at a frontal view, you can see these little yellow things coming out here. These are what are known as spinal nerves. Now, the way God designed the body is it should be able to bend, turn, twist, and move with no pressure to the spine, no issues in the muscles. But what happens is that due to physical trauma, and that can be a car accident, a slip and fall, or it could be bad ergonomics in front of a computer. We use our bodies in such repetitive ways these days that can cause the spine to slightly shift out of alignment, and the next thing you know, you're getting pressure on that nerve, and when that pressure starts pinching down on that nerve, the next thing you know, the muscles will tighten up to protect that nerve. That's what muscle spasms and pressure points and tension in the muscles typically are, is their defense mechanism. When they tighten up, it's to protect the injury from that nerve, so the nerve will not be injured any further than it already is. And what we do in our office is we use a specialized instrument called the ProAdjuster, which what it does is it gently osculates the spine, stimulating the vertebrae to start moving to reduce pressure on that nerve. And once the pressure is removed from the nerve, the machine shuts off automatically. Now, typically it does take repetitive treatments, but most of our patients feel results within the first 3 or 4 or 5 treatments. They see significant results. We have an 80% success rate with headache patients. We have certain protocols that help not only remove the pressure from the nerves, but also takes the tension out of the actual muscles. Most people describe the treatment itself as massaging the vertebrae back into place. And when we do that, that takes pressure off the nerves, the muscles relax, the blood flows increase to the head, all the tension that seems to be building up in the neck and shoulders starts to go away. And you know, most of these people that are walking around like Frankenstein, those shoulders are actually allowed to come down, and the body's allowed to function like it's supposed to. And that's how we treat headaches. And we would love to see you in our office to see if we could help you with your headaches. There's over 365 different types of headaches, and I know the one that concerns you the most is the one that you're having, and that's the one that's most important to us. We do a very thorough evaluation in our office where we actually sit down, talk about what's going on, talk about some possible causes and solutions, and we actually do some specialized tests that are non-invasive. They're very effective as far as finding whether or not you're suffering from a subluxation and whether or not there's nerve involvement or muscle involvement. These tests are all painless. We do them on small children as well as elderly adults to athletes in our community. So we would love to take a look at you and see if we could help you. And if we can't help you, we will let you know right up front. We don't want to waste your time or your money. We want to be able to help the people that we can, and the ones we can't, help them get on the right track to getting their life back together. So if you would like to, below this video there's a coupon that you can click on and print out, and it'll allow you to come in and get a discounted visit to our office, because like again, we don't want to waste your time and money with a lot of expensive tests to determine whether or not we can help you. We want to be able to do it to help you get your life back. So if you're interested, just click on the coupon below. It's got our phone number. It's 601-932-1070. And once again, I'm Dr. Chris Fowler. Thank you for your time. You have a blessed day.